Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project, or rather today's video, is going to be a little bit longer than normal because I'm going to show you how to make 3 boxes from one sheet of designer series paper, and that's a sheet that is 12 by 12, 30.5 by 30.5 centimetres, and it's going to be all 3 boxes. Now, I've done 5 different size boxes from a sheet of 12 by 12 before. That was, ages ago, back in September, I think. And I have done 6 identical size boxes from a sheet of 12 by 12, and this time I wanted to make 3 larger size boxes or bags. So I've got a box, I've got a bag, and I've got a fold up box. And I'm going to show you how to make these. So I'm going to move them right out of the way because I need to bring in my scoring tool with my very carefully placed paper, and I've just dropped something on the floor. Oh well, doesn't matter, don't need that. So this is your sheet of 12 by 12. I've cut it down already, but you cut off a piece that measures 4 by 12 inches, and that is going to make this box here, this bag box. Then you cut off a piece that is 8 by 8, which is going to make this box, and then you're left with a bit that is 4 by 8, which makes the little dinky box, which is so sweet. So that's what you do first. You cut off your bits, and that's your whole 12 by 12 sheet of paper. In metric, you're going to cut yours ever so slightly differently, but you want a piece that's 20 by 20, which is this one, 20 by 10, which is this one, and this one is 30.5 by 10. So those are the bits that you cut off. So I'm going to start on this one, which is the 8 by 8, 20 by 20 centimetre, and I will give you the measurements in both metric and imperial, but please don't worry about writing them down because you'll be pausing all the time. All of the details are on the blog, so click the show more button and there will be a link that takes you direct to them. Anyway, I've waffled for 2 minutes, let's get going. So your first score line is at 1 7/8 of an inch, and then 3 3/4 of an inch, 5 5/8 of an inch, and 7.5 inches. And in metric, you're going to score yours, and you're going to need a trimmer for this: 4.7, 9.4, 14.1, and 18.8 centimetres. So then you turn it round and you score it again at 1 7/8 of an inch, and then at 7.5 inches. And in metric again, you're going to score it at 4.7 centimetres and then at 19 centimetres. So that's this box. We'll move that one out of the way. We're going to work on the 8 by 4, and with the long side at the top. So this is your 20 by 10 centimetre one. Score it at 1, 3.5, 4.5, and 7 inches, which is 2.5, 9, 11.5, and 18 centimetres, and then turn it round and score it at 1 and 3, which is 2.5 and 7.5. That's going to make this little box. I'll move that one out of the way. And then the final one, the 12 by 8, which is going to make this one. Score it, 30.5 by 11 by 10 centimetres. What's this size? This is 12 by 4, not 12 by 8. 12 by 4, 30.5 by 10. This one you're going to score it at 4 3/4, 5 3/4, and the light is shining right in my, I can't see this at all. I'm having to stretch to see. 10.5 and 11.5. I look like a swan, my neck is so stretched to try and not be glared by this. And in metric, you're going to score it at 12, 14.5, 26.5 and 29 centimetres, and then turn it round and score it at 1 inch, which is 2.5 centimetres. So, and that's going to make this one. So I'm going to move the scoring tool out of the way, and my very squeaky chair, and then I'm going to grab my bone folder because you need to fold the score lines. Actually, I can probably just do this with my fingers for today. Fold up all these score lines on all of them. Do this one now. So fold all of these score lines. Fennel has decided to put in an appearance. I've just been and fed her so that she didn't shout and cry. And there she is in the background shouting and crying. I guess she's objecting to the food I gave her. keep folding all of the score lines. Very noisy girl. For those who follow my blog and my Facebook page, you'll know that I've been on holiday recently for a week, and she went off on her holidays as well. And she's clearly objected to that because she stuck her nose and her tail in the air when I went and collected her from the cattery. She wasn't very impressed at all. So, where's my little paper scissors? So we're going to work on the big one first. That's this one. So you've got a section that is quite big at the bottom. There you go, you can probably see it better. Quite big and quite small. We want to take off this section that's down here because this is the bottom of the box. So this little rectangle that's down here, remove that one and then cut up all of these. So that's for that one. This one here, which is the bag, this is actually very similar. We've only got one section at the bottom that you can't see. There we go. So remove that one and then cut up the score lines. And then the final one, which is this box here, which I haven't opened it to show you, but it's going to fold over and you'll see it at the point I make it. Where can you see? You can see that. With it in the horizontal way, there are 4 score lines. Cut up each of those to the long horizontal one. So all of those. Actually, I'm going to have to turn it over because I can see better myself on this side. I don't know that you can. It's a terribly cloudy day today. In fact, it's raining actually as I look out the window. So the lighting is not brilliant. So, right, okay, so I'm going to make this one because this is the one that's in my hand. The sections you need, I'm just getting my snail out because I've got to get it out. All of these little loose tabs, you need to put some sticky on all of those, so might as well do that now. Because this is a paper box, you can definitely use snail. If you're going to make a cardstock version, which you absolutely could, because obviously we have 12 by 12 card, use something stronger like a liquid glue for that. Snail will hold paper to paper and paper to card, but it won't hold card to card. Right, so this section here, fold it over, and the same on the opposite side. And then this section, we're going to fold that in as well. And now we're creating the bottom of the box. And then this last pair of tabs, fold those round. And that one. And that is how the box is going to close. So that is our cute little box, which is this one. So I'll be ribboning that up in a minute. Next one is this one here. And so we cut off a little section. So this loose part here, let me hold it over my arm. We're going to put snail all along here. Again, if you're using cardstock, use sticky strip. And we're just going to run it down there. And then fold over. Oops. Fold it over and it will stick to itself quite happily. And these sections here, determine which is your back. That's the back. Fold those in, and that one. And you want some adhesive down here. And then when that's pinched, that will make that one. And then the final box is this one here. And again, with this bit that we've taken off down here, this is the section you want to put your adhesive. So all down there. And again, determine which is your back, so you fold in your sides, then the one that is at the back, and this is the front part. And do that. So I'm going to pinch all of those close in a second. I want to do the stamping. Now on these I used the Around Array stamp set, which I love, and I think it is really cute. And I seem to only ever put it on little boxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp all three, because they're all different, in one go, and all I've done is I've stuck them to my block. And I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock. I've got my Daffodil Delight, which is the yellow that's in the background of that paper. Let me move that out of the way. And I'm just going to do them all in one go. There we go. Quick stamping. And then my 7/8 of an inch scallop circle. Pop all of those out. Oops. I can't line this up today. Well, my eyes have gone funny now. There we go. And then a 1-inch circle, which is obviously just the next size up, and I'm just going to cut 3 plain white circles. And I've got, well, remember to get the dimensionals out. 1 each on the back of those. Pop those up. How are we doing for time? 11 minutes. Well, that's not bad. Could have been more. There we go, and then we'll have one on the back of each of those as well. Pop those off to one side and we'll start closing these boxes. So again, I've got Daffodil Delight, I've got the seam binding ribbon. This paper is Etc., which is Pool Party, so I've used the Pool Party seam binding over there. So I'm going to use the Daffodil Delight this time. And this is my box. The sides are very slightly open, so I'm going to close that off. So I'm going to keep my ribbon tying up at the top. So, do we think I could get a bow today? I don't know. Well, let's have a go. I'm trying to work out which way this is going to end up upside down. Yeah, we'll have a sideways bow. Why can't I tie bows? Oh, we'll pretty that up before the pictures. Oh, dearie me. You know what I was trying to go for. Look, if we just fiddle that around a bit. There we go, look, it's lovely now. So I'm going to stick the thank you on there. The big tall one, where's the back? If you pinch at the top, there is this section here, which is what keeps that closed. And it also stops it opening too far at the sides. Obviously with cardstock it's going to be a little bit different, and obviously if you've put something inside it will be different as well as to how far up your paper will resist being folded. So I'm just going to grab my crocodile and punch a couple of holes in. And feed the seam binding through. There's the back. So through from the front. And then round the back and then back in through the front. Oh, let's have another go with a bow. Should have thought of some other kind of way of closing, shouldn't I? Oh, that's better. Well, at least that's the right way up. It's a good start anyway. Let's just neaten that a bit. And then which one shall I have on here? Oh, I think I just have the pretty floral one. And then the final box, I've lost it, where have I put it? Here we go. This one here, which is the sort of the baggy type one. Again, pinching the sides. And this is essentially exactly the same style as this, it's just a short skinny one. Crocodile again. And on this side. I made my holes too small. I knew I'd picked up the wrong side. Let's try that again. There we go. Where's the back? So in through the front again. Don't throw your seam binding ribbon across the table. And then let's have another go with a bow again. Can I do this? Can I do 2 in one video? Oh, apparently yes. Oh, but I don't know where that bit went to. I'm getting better. I know you all laugh at me because I'm very challenged. Cut those bits off. And the final one is for you. So down in the bottom. And those are my boxes. 3 boxes from one sheet of 12 by 12. Anyway, I hope you like them. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Oh, 16 minutes. Could have been longer. Anyway, I hope to speak to you soon. Bye.